It's easy to get close with the wrong people. People who cause you more harm than good. People who act nice to your face, but then transform behind your back. People who consistently say one thing, but then go and do another. And when someone constantly behaves like this, and leaves you feeling confused, drained, or angry, they are likely being fake with you. But too many of us believe everything that they say to us. We assume that a friendly attitude and some nice words are enough to confirm that they're being real with us. So when we find out that actually this person's been lying to us, or they do something that makes us think we never knew them to begin with, it brings us harm that we could have avoided. And it's difficult when you realize that someone you're close with is being fake with you because you don't know what to do. Should you cut them off? Should you try and talk to them? Should you act like nothing's happened? Well, hopefully I can help you in this video by telling you the signs that people are fake and how you should deal with them. I want to be clear that when I say someone's fake, what I mean is that there's a consistent mismatch between their words and their actions, and that they intentionally deceive you. What I don't mean is that someone told you a few lies here or there, or that they made a mistake and upset you a little bit. Because nobody's perfect, and having flaws doesn't automatically make you fake. It's possible to be genuine, but just struggle with your behavior in some ways. But when someone consistently lies about important things, and it becomes clear to you that they are not who they say they are being fake with you. So let me tell you some more signs that someone's fake. They talk trash about other people behind their backs, and that includes you. When you're with them, they seem to enjoy your company and they act nice to you. But a few days later, you hear from someone else that they've been talking badly about you, spreading rumors that they wouldn't say to your face. Now, it's normal to gossip a little bit, or to talk about someone when they're not there, maybe because you want to vent, or to warn other people about them, or just for some advice. But when someone goes out of their way to paint you in a negative light, that's a huge red flag. Another clear sign is that they are manipulative. Gaslighting, deception, and guilt tripping come easily to them. Now this one can be tricky because being manipulated by nature is hard to recognize when you're being manipulated. Which is why you should focus on how this person makes you feel. If they make you feel bad in general, and like your feelings and opinions don't matter, then that's quite telling. So to be sure of this, it can be really helpful to get outside perspectives and opinions from family members or friends who you trust to see if you're being taken advantage of. Because we're not always able to see these things with our limited perspective. The next sign is that they love the sound of their own voice. So not only do they always talk about themselves, but when you try to get a word in and open up about your life, they'll simply interrupt you or move the conversation back to them. Now, people can be pretty self-centered, but if they also don't care about what you have to say, then that is a sign. Another sign is that they're all take and no give. You know those people that are happy to reach out to you when they need or want something, but then they completely vanish and don't return the favor when you need something? Yeah, that one should be pretty self-explanatory. The final sign I'll mention is that they always play the victim. Every issue they've had in their current or past relationships is always the other person's fault and never theirs. This is actually a manipulation technique, because doing this allows them to take responsibility away from themselves whilst also garnering the attention and validation of others. Now, all the signs that I've talked about here point to someone who lacks self-esteem and can't bear the idea of being rejected or not liked by others. Of course, the irony is that because of their fakeness, they will still end up causing serious issues with the very same people who they are trying to fit in with. And this is why If you choose to get close to someone who's fake and continue that relationship, at some point you will feel exhausted and stressed and deceived and, on the extreme end, even betrayed or heartbroken. Once you accept that someone in your life is being fake with you, how you choose to deal with them depends on how much your relationship with them affects you. If they are bringing you too much harm, and it's at the point where you don't feel like they have your back anymore, then it may be best to remove them from your life completely. On the other hand, if you know that this person is being fake with you in certain ways, but at the same time they still bring you joy and you don't think there's malicious intent there, then it may be possible to talk to them. Yes, they have been fake with you, but if they have also not been manipulative or toxic towards you, then it can still be salvaged. For example, a close friend who has lied to you about various things, but you realize that these lies come from a place of insecurity and fear. You can ask them why they are behaving like this, try and be supportive and get them to open up, whilst also telling them what you will and won't accept, and being firm with your own boundaries. And then moving forward, you can see for yourself if they choose to be more honest with you. Now, let's say that this person's fakeness towards you is toxic. They show the signs that I've mentioned in this video and they don't really care about you. You'll know this if your kindness for them isn't reciprocated, or if they're bad-mouthing you behind your back, or if they're straight up manipulating you. Maybe they're only close with you to be in a certain friend group. Maybe they're only dating you to not be alone. Or maybe they switch up so much and so often that you don't even trust a word they say anymore. In cases like this, where it's clear that someone's fakeness is harming you too much, cut them off. And if you think this sounds too difficult, or that you can't do it, then you probably just don't respect or love yourself enough, because if you did, then you would choose your own happiness over pleasing someone who is fake. Trust is the most important thing in any relationship, whether that's with a family member, friend, or someone you're being romantic with. And if you don't even trust this person to want what's best for you and to be real with you, then they're only going to bring you more harm and more stress in the future. I'm not saying that it's easy or pleasant to end relationships, but it is necessary to deal with fake and toxic people. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you did. I'll see you in my next one.